Future plans, sirs, and now.
Well, let me ask that. That's really off topic on the digital, but really on the transport issue. For you to make digital pervasive, really we have to democratize availability of bandwidth to everyone. But someone's got to pay the bill, and that's a different matter altogether. And I don't want to go there in saying that some of them have already been proven baseless, that we're not the slowest internet connection in the country. Having said that, my last point on that one, or if we had very poor telecommunications facilities in this country, how can we be the preferred destination for the world for call centers and BPOs? If someone's willing to pay the bill, these facilities are going to be made available. Having said that, that is true. For us to be able to democratize and make pervasive digital use, we in the telco, not only us, but even our friendly competitors in the telco space, are sincere in our intent to use all available technologies and frequencies that's available in the market to be able to deliver to the consumer constituencies the best possible internet experience so that they can fully leverage on digital transformation and benefits of digital in this country. Having said that, there are many challenges that beset this country in terms of reaching out to the farthest. We're an archipelago in nature, we're not a contiguous land. These are things I will not delve with it. It has been mentioned, but a lot of you who cover the telco beat know that there are challenges in an archipelagic geographic location in rollout. There's also challenges where your people's preference for internet content are foreign in nature. There are additional costs to that. But then the telcos, not only us, but even the other players, our friendly competitors, are really committed to allocating vast resources of their capital expenditures year on year. And you see that in the balance sheet, in making sure that we fortify our networks towards the direction that you're saying.
Thank you, Mr. Alberto. And thank you, Catherine.
There you go. Just got loud on that side. Thank you again for coming. I hope most of you got to attend the morning session. Did everybody get to attend? Did you find it very interesting? Yes. One of a kind. One of a kind. Welcome and to TechIsland 3.0. This is one of PLDT and Smart's flagship programs. This is our third year of doing this, and in this event alone, we had 2,500 confirmed attendees of 1,400 companies that attended. We're proud to say that we were blessed that we had very great speakers during the plenary sessions. We followed the model of challenge, conquer, and change on the breakout sessions, which obviously I'll invite you all to attend later. And again, this is the largest ICT digital conference in the Philippines for free, specifically for the micro, small, and medium enterprises in the Philippines. It's part of our nation-building activities, part of changing lives, and we're just happy that all of you are here, so thank you again so much.
We love the free. Let's give Mr. Mitch a big round of applause. Here's to advancing everybody in the digital age, indeed. And of course, we'll be joined by an esteemed panel for today's question and answer segment. We have, of course, Mr. Mitch Locsin, VP and Head of PLDT Smart SME Nation. Joining him is Mr. Eric Alberto, our PLDT EVP, Head of EICB and EPLDT CEO. Shall we give Mr. Eric a big round of applause? We also have the AVP for Fixed Marketing of PLDT Smart SME Nation, Mr. Amil Azurin. Mr. And our lovely lady, AVP for Wireless Marketing of PLDT Smart SME Nation, we have Ms. Nefel Benosta.
Welcome.
Just checking, shall we check if all microphones are on? I love how our executives are very, very relaxed after a very full plenary session this morning. Truly, it was an enlightening one with all of our speakers. All right. I'll be throwing this out there just in case, but should anyone want to start the Q&A? So you began this all, you set us all on a course. How are we doing so far?
Well, great actually. This is the biggest so far, and the challenge probably is how to even make it bigger next year. Today, we showcased a lot of live new solutions that we've launched today. One of which is the Market Builder, which is a dynamic trigger campaign solution that's unique specifically for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. This alone is a big milestone for us in how we're going to continue to enable our micro, small, and medium enterprises to get their reach, their growth, and make it big in their own respective industries. Today, because of the last APEC session where it was mentioned out of 1 million MSMEs in the Philippines, only 1% are online. We actually did our nation building activities. We built actually 1,200 plus websites for all of the attendees that attended today. Yes, just to get them online for free. And that's more, the activities today is going to be more dissected in the various parts of an organization would have. You have the CEOs, you would have the CMO and sales, you have IT, and you would have the finance and procurement. Again, it's getting deeper into the model. It's going to be more of a learning thing. We're not going to be doing hard product sales, but it's going to be how the product changes your organizations. How does the solution make the change for you in your organization?
So yes, definitely Tech Island 3.0 is to give real life business solutions, something you can actually use. It's not just an idea, but applications you can do in your day-to-day businesses. And so that 1% that we reported this morning, as of 12 noon, it went up. The 1% online of our MSMEs, it went up. Yes, sir.
That's true, Isa. And one more thing, something different for this year was that everything is now online, even your maps. Well, but you have a printed map, but everything you can see in the app. So please download the app. It's Tech Island app, right, Mr. Gadigri? So we have set that one up. So the speakers, the profile of our speakers, the remaining program for the day, you see everything there.
Expanding on what Mr. Emil just shared with us, here's another interesting thing. For the first 2 years, it was by invite only. Interestingly, what he was saying, it's out there, it's online, it's via an app. This year it's free. You open it up to the public. Why that move, sirs? Ma'am? Sirs and ma'am? Who wants to take up?
Okay, I'll answer first. Well, you see, again, we see there a large opportunity for our micro, small and medium entrepreneurs. A lot of opportunity for them to enable. Like what was mentioned earlier, only 1% of these MSMEs are online, so we see it as a great venue really to empower them, give them the opportunity to be at least establish their first web presence, and hopefully that first step would be enough for them to be more sustainable, experience new kind of growth for that matter, and expand their market reach.
I'd like to add to what my colleagues have mentioned. I think the true essence of Tech Island really is, as our company pursues our own digital transformation, that given the resources that we have in the group, we would like to impart that to the bigger and larger part of the market, particularly the enterprise market. In the previous Tech Islands, we tried to demystify what digital is. In this 3.0 Tech Island, we actually had tried to further pursue to demystify what digital is, and it has come around particularly with the presence of our guest speakers, our guest speakers who enlightened us on the recent developments, that digital is really a means by which, a tool by which we can solve real-life problems. I'd like to cite particular takeaways from this morning, apart from our own Mr. Winston Zambaradio's PLDT's market builder solution. But from Murdy Jaime, from Dentsu Jaime, the takeaway there is that there is a blend of heart and hardware that you can do to reach out to a wider base, leveraging on social that's truly become pervasive in the market, by which companies, small ones, can truly be competitive with the larger ones, leveraging on technologies. The takeaway from Uber is that there's a real life problem, not only here in the Philippines but in the world, that actually seeks for safer, reliable means of transport, and they have addressed that. And I think the example of Lawrence was excellent in articulating how technology and platforms actually solve real basic problems of people. And finally, the takeaway of Facebook, our esteemed guest, Mr. Tan, who's actually just new here. They just opened a Facebook Philippines, and we're fortunate to have them. Really indicate that, particularly for enterprises, there is very unique opportunities for small and medium enterprises to leverage on the digital platforms of SMAPs, leveraging on social, mobility, using analytics, the cloud, and last but not least, security. Mr. Tan actually highlights Alfredo, right? Was his first name? Alfredo, who's a Phil Canadian. Actually, I asked him if he can speak Tagalog. Marunong pa rin pala. Actually highlighted the fact that in the Philippines, albeit the fact that we're not a developed country, the adoption of mobile is actually faster than in many more developed countries in the world, such that it really presents what we're trying to do in TechIsland is really to have a blend of eye-opener technologies, not using ours, but using experts in the globe, to open the eyes of entrepreneurs about the many possibilities by which they can run their business better, to compete with bigger players, and to open their horizons to wider and bigger markets across the globe using e-commerce and leveraging on technologies. And corollary to that, we have invested in the PLDT group a vast amount of capital expenditure year on year, not only on our networks, both in fixed and wireless, but actually invested in, continue to invest as we go on our digital journey, not only in digital infrastructures, but also in digital talent, people resources that will allow us to develop very relevant digital solutions that will actually create for a way by which we can offer very relevant, affordable business solutions for small businesses to make or to create a situation where they can address the real life business problems and make them truly competitive against the bigger players and expand their horizons to the world.
Of course, when it comes to digital, it's really an opportunity landscape, most definitely. It's an equalizer. Everyone can have their stake in it. Everyone can try their shot at it. So on that note, after what Mr. Alberto was sharing with us, since you mentioned the word eye-opener when it comes to going digital, could you please share with us data, statistics regarding how digital penetration really is for Filipino MSMEs? That's what, let's give the facts out there. That's why this is such a big deal, that there's so many benefits that is going digital for local businesses. Let's start with the facts first.
Okay, so facts. There are 119 million mobile subscribers in the Philippines. Just imagine that has a higher number than the total population in the Philippines.
Because most of them have dual phones.
Dual phones.
Who among you have two phones? Please raise your hand.
Yes, exactly.
You're counted as two Filipinos in the digital.
Yes, but growth. There is still a 4% annual growth. 2 years from now, we'll be giving mobile phones to babies anyway. But what's very interesting is that despite that 4% increase in the growth of mobile subscriptions, the growth of mobile data using social media, which is the highest, is at 28% every year. It's even faster than the growth of internet users, which is just 8%. These are the statistics that's changing the economy. We have a new addressable market. These are the millennials. These are Generation Y, Generation X, which we try to change ourselves as well. But these are the type of data that we're trying to educate our MSMEs in the Philippines so that they can actually get enabled to get to attract that new market. And everything is about data, everything is about Wi-Fi. All of you know this, right? I mean, I sit to dinner with my children and I have to chat with them in Facebook Messenger for them to talk to me. Yes.
Thank you very much for the facts, Sir Mitch. But then going digital obviously has its highlights. So the benefits we really want to highlight, of course, for all of our MSMEs are, would you like to expound on them? Yes, Mr. Miller.
If I may add a little more statistics. Of the around 50 million today that's online, 50 million Filipinos, 24 million actually of them look for a product using their mobile devices. And a staggering 85% of them, so that's 21 million, would actually make a purchase online using their devices. So that's, imagine, if your business is not online and it's not visible to those digital eyes, imagine what you're losing, right? You're missing a lot of opportunities. Now, having said that, most of you, I think, saw the market builder earlier, yung demo natin with Happy Skin and with Silverworks and Vikings Group. Well, just to simplify it, it's a, how do you call it? It's a do-it-yourself campaign trigger. So you can actually look for profiles, because only PLDT, I think at this point, can really provide a profile-fed campaign. So I'm not talking about age or gender. I'm looking at, okay, so what are they doing? Where are they at this point? So are they near your store? Now, having said that, the SME, or the one who controls it, has inputs or is aware that there are such customers lurking around their stores, and it enables them to offer triggers or offer promos on the fly so that their customers in turn can look at it immediately and see it in their mobile phones. And of course, the promo must be attractive enough so they visit your store, and ergo you get new customers. It's using campaign triggers to actually acquire more customers and also to promote your wares and your services. So those are very exciting. Earlier we said we'll be blasting them to over 100 SMEs. So the hard work begins now. So we'll have all of them enabled, and we'll have all of them try out the market program.
Yes, Ms.
Yes, if I may add also in terms of stats, actually in our population, like the 101 million, 1/3 of that are actually already millennials. Okay, those the young ones. So these are digital natives, and the way they actually transact, do things are really very different now from the way we used to do things. Who among you here still know what the yellow pages are? Yes, siguro, diba? Meron ba? Meron ba? So,
Pero up na Yellow Pages.
EYP.
diba? Wala na yung makakapal na ganyan, pwede mo paggamitin sa newspaper, right? Diba? But, so they're different. I have like a 7-year-old boy, and everything he wants to Google. He wants to find out things. So, really, the way they do things are very different. And these are the people who eventually will become our customers, the SME's customers. And they really have to make sure that the way that they do things are also apt to how these people will also search for them. If they're not, for example, online, if they're searching for something, just buy something, and they're not online, then look at the opportunity that they will be missing. That's huge. Eventually, everyone will be, let's face it, from 1/3, it's going to become bigger and bigger, and that's the opportunity that we want our SMEs to take part of.
Just to add to the data, I cannot just overemphasize what Nat said. I understand 24-25% of the Filipino, 1/3, over 35% of the Filipino population is at the average age of, let me erase that. The entire Filipino population of 100 million people, the average age demographic is 24 years old. So if you're looking at the bigger chunk of that age demographic, you will know that the Filipino market, compared to the most developed countries in the world, is a digital millennial market. They are digitally enabled no matter of social class or status. This is the kind of market that should be marketed to in a different way, not in the way that we used to understand the traditional legacy marketing. These guys, the new market, and if I just look at my kids, do not want to be hard sold to, they don't want to be marketed to, They don't want people hard selling to them, putting products and services right up their face. What they do, and I guess this is an experience that that you are observing today, they actually rely heavily on digital social platforms. They look at products based on what their friends buy and what their friends like and what the market likes. What even if they're not their friends, but the public likes in terms of net promoter score for a particular service or product. And this is all happening in social media. And this is a totally different way by which companies market to the new consumer. And companies, enterprises, whether big or small, who can master and can leverage fully and optimize use of new technologies to reach out to this new consumer, leveraging on social mobility. It was said there that Facebook said that the new market is more mobile than fixed computers. Mobile, using analytics, leveraging on available analytic techniques, putting their business on the cloud and overlaying that with security so that their business are secure, will win in this game.
Thank you.